have in front of me here a really fantastic product. Basically, it's an MHL cable that takes a micro USB 11-pin input, such as would be used on the base of, let's say, a Samsung Galaxy S4 phone, and converts it to a VGA and audio output. So it means that we could come along and connect an app, let's say, that's running on our Galaxy phone directly over to, we'll say, a monitor or projector, something like that, that's using a VGA input on it. So what exactly do we get? Well, there's two parts to it. There's a cable here, which is just an audio cable. That's on the output part for running the audio, because remember, VGA only supports video. So on the input side here, what we have is we have our micro USB input here, and it is 11 pin. And that's what the more modern Samsung phones, or indeed the Note 2 will say, use. We have an external power source here. So what we'll be doing is we'll be feeding the power directly in here, so that instead of getting the phone to power the entire setup, we'd have something like a charger, like we're going to show on the display here, giving power to this setup. And on the output side then, we have a VGA output for the video output, and we also have an audio output here as well. Okay? So what I have here in front of me is a demonstration. I'm just going to give a quick thing on it. So this is a Galaxy S4 phone, and what we have is we have a YouTube, a video, actually a free TV video here we're showing here. So we brought this up and we want to project it directly onto this particular TV here. Has a VGA input and also an audio input on it. I won't try to spin it around here, but the important thing here is that we're actually able to feed both into the monitor at the one time, both the audio and the video. And if we just look at the setup here, we have the phone, we have the micro USB coming in here, output here, it's going into the unit, and the entire thing is being fed directly off our USB chargers for sure. These are just standard cables and chargers we sell here at Free TV. And on the output side then, we have the VGA cable running the video in, and we also have the audio here coming out from the line out, okay? So if I come along, I'll just pause this video, if I just tap it here, and we'll see that both the video and the audio is working away here. So we have the whole thing set up. So if we just think about the range of options that we have with this is for running directly onto this, but also for connecting directly into something like a projector or something like that. It's absolutely fantastic. Now we have two versions of this. We have the 11 pin, which is used with all the modern phones. So the sort of chronology of this is that the older phones, like the Galaxy S1, S2, they were using a 5-pin version, and then they've moved on, we'll say, to using the 11-pin version with the latest type. Now, if we look, we'll say, at what's happened with other phones, like the HTCs, etc., it's exactly the same. They went from using the old 5-pin to using the 11-pin. Now, we're stocking both. This particular product here is the 11-pin, so it's the most modern one we can get at this particular point in time. But it's really fantastic in terms of, it just makes it extremely simple. We have other versions of this, we'll say an 11-pin version that works with HDMI output rather than VGA, but we knew there was a real niche in the market for the VGA, simply because you know, it's just VGA is so common, projectors, all the rest of it with monitors. So to be able to set it up and directly run it on this, really neat solution. So that's it anyway, an overview of the MHL 11-pin to VGA output.